the first reality a brand has to address is, if I have this surplus, and if in an age of technology and resulting transparency, it can't just be pushed away out of sight. The banks don't accept that. The investors don't accept that. Increasingly, the designer doesn't accept that. The surplus stock was there, is there. Then the brand has a choice. How do we deal with that issue of surplus? You can burn it. It's not very good for the cash position. It doesn't drive awareness of the brand if the audiences that get the surplus stock are awakened to the brand. One can dump it down what are almost tunnels of neglect where it does nothing for the brand that's positive and does much that could be very negative. One could take a very mechanical view and say, we're simply going to sell it on the internet, or we're going to sell it through some volume distribution, which is nothing about the values of the brand. Our vision was to create places where people were happy, where people touched product that was special, and where the attention to detail and the attention to experience were built on what made this woman feel good. Value Retail is a brand, but we exist in a way that is deferential to our customer, not our shopper. Our shopper is that woman from Malaysia. Our customer is the brand. So we must stand back and allow the fashion brand, the luxury brand, to take the forward position. We don't advertise. We have a brand in chic outlet shopping that communicates, but our villages aren't running ads on TV. They're not mass market. They're meant to be a best kept secret. It's all about a special experience that she chooses, that she selects. For true luxury, for true fashion, your customer is a global customer. So on the one hand, technology allowed distribution, choice, but on the other hand, running right in parallel with that, we increasingly embrace predictability, ubiquity. So I would argue that in many places one finds what I would term predictable luxury, which isn't interesting at all, actually. Who wants to be simply getting mass-produced luxury or being part of a commodity experience? Environment and voice turn out to have a huge impact in what I would call positioning of the experience. So the magic of shopping when things are a discovery, when items, the craftsmanship, the excellence is there presented in an inspiring and a comfortable way. So I think that what we do is try to complement, to participate in the delivery of that experience to that sophisticated shopper, to that particular woman. The reality is that online, no matter how good a website is, it's passive, it's two-dimensional, and it's what one does to be efficient, not what one does to derive pleasure. And there's no segmentation. I mean, the evidence is clearly coming through. There's no segmentation based on even age. Age, sophistication, character, between someone who loves product and buys it online and who loves product and buys it in the experience. In fact, she's not going to drive an hour to spend a day with us unless the experience is superb. But she's not going to spend more time online simply because it's there. She will leave the online world to embrace that experience, and her expectations will be higher and higher, and her requirements will be more and more precise. I think the current trends of greater knowledge, higher expectations, more demanding consumers. I think those will continue. I think that the ability to deliver a bespoke experience in a world which is increasingly predictable and commoditized will be prized. So that's a combination of the item itself, the vision that imagined it, the design that led to its fabrication, but it's also about the relationship with the brand. I feel the brand cares about me. I feel the brand knows something about me. I feel the brand exists for me. And ironically, all of those qualities are what we will have to do as a physical location. I love working with people who are the best at what they do and not the most famous. Value retail is not going to be the most famous. We're going to be invisible by design. But we'll know every day that we're achieving at a level with the best architects, the best designers, the best product, the most sophisticated and demanding customers. And it's a level of excellence where it's a privilege to participate.